First of all, what got you into the job?
Well, I was back in school in year 7, so I don't know what that is in American schooling age, but we just had a school practice session, and before I picked up the javelin, I just thought I'd be good at it. I don't know what, you sometimes have a feeling like, I could be good at this. And my first throw, because my teacher was standing in front of us, so we were throwing towards her, and she said, like, don't worry, you're not going to throw far enough, you won't hit me, and I threw it over her head. So straight away they recommended I go to my local athletics club, Ipswich Harriers, to start. And it took me 2 years from year 7, I started in year 9, to get there and actually start. And when I did my first year, I threw 42.86, which I found out at the end of the season ranked me 27th in the country. And in the same age group the next year, I spent the entire winter just throwing. I don't know why I enjoyed it so much. I did it all the time, and when I opened my season next year, I broke the British record, and then I ended up breaking it 27 times, I think, and I improved it by over 5 meters. And it was just, I went from being enjoying it and being nowhere to suddenly like boom, in the limelight at the top, and ever since then it's been sort of what I wanted to do for my career.
So most people would ask, how do you end up from England here to New Orleans?
Well, that's Ty's fault. I was back home and looking somewhere to go to college, to university, and I had been getting a lot of emails from various colleges, big sports colleges in the US, and none of them had really taken my interest. And obviously UNO is a small sports school, but just Ty was the only person who addressed me personally. Everyone else, it was sort of, you fill in the name. Obviously Ty's credentials are crazy in comparison to everyone else's. And he's Ty Cara Patterson, coached Cara Patterson, and he was the American record holder on the female side of the javelin. And loads of athletes I know. So obviously his main coaching event is the javelin, which is beneficial for me. And I've always wanted to come to the US. I was never really sure where, but New Orleans is obviously a city which stands out among everywhere in the US, and it's got European influence. The food here is, well, I don't know if it's sad to say, but way better than back home. So I'm really enjoying it here so far. But yeah, so I came to US to college basically because of Ty.
Did you do a lot of research before you came to New Orleans?
No.
What did you know? I mean, what did I know about New Orleans and England?
I knew Mardi Gras. That is pretty much it. When you think of New Orleans, you just think of Mardi Gras. You think of partying and stuff. So for an athlete, it doesn't seem like the best place to come to, but it's turned out really well, and I'm enjoying it here so far. And I'm sort of sad to go back home every summer. Great to visit the family, but there's nowhere in England quite like New Orleans.
Okay, so you said you go home June 13th?
Yeah, June 13th.
And how long are you home for?
I'm only going to be home for a few weeks, 6 weeks I think, and then I have to come back to the start of school when that is in August sometime.
And what do you do? What are you going to do when you get home? What kind of things do you do?
I'm going to spend as much time with my family as I can. I'm going to Finland for 2 weeks because my mother's from Finland, and I'm going to compete in a big javelin competition over there. I've got the British Championships when I go back home. It's still undecided if I'm going to do summer school this year, so if I can, I'll be doing that online back home, and just training, competing.
How do they? What's the seriousness of the sport over there as compared to here? Is it similar?
Well, after the Olympics, track and field has a big boost. Because before, in the 80s we had a lot of great athletes, and everyone knows who Jessica Ennis is now, but we only have 1 or 2 athletes people know of, and that's only if they watch TV and they're into sports. Otherwise, it's not like David Beckham. If you don't do sports, you don't know who he is anyway. It's not like that at all. Track and field is a small sport, but it's growing a lot. After the success of the Olympic Games, Mo Farah and Jessica Ennis, and my club, we have a huge waiting list now, and it's really upsetting because we don't have enough coaches to take everyone on. But it's growing, so I'm really happy to say.
The short period of time you've been here, Matti, how have you improved? Or have you?
Well, I've improved this year. I've thrown the best throw of my career. It was only by 6 centimeters, which is, I don't know, like 2 inches.
What about it? It's not necessarily distance. What are you doing that you think you do better now?
Well, before I came here, when I arrived, Ty didn't really know this, but I was actually injured. I was like, I'm going to tell him, I'm going to come over because I don't want to come. But when I arrived, I couldn't throw, and I couldn't throw it so much. Within 2 weeks, Ty had me fixed and throwing. So which is a testament to his but in terms of my shape now compared to how I have been. I mean, I haven't had winters training distance, so to throw the best throw of my career just from the small amount of like supplement training almost I've done is a real testament to the quality of the program here. But I mean, I'm stronger than I have been before. I'm just as fast as I have been before. My flexibility is going up. I need to work on that. It's the most important thing for me. I've neglected it before, but now they're getting me to do it, which is good. So, but no, I'm definitely in the best shape of my life. I'm just hoping. I've got still my elbow's not quite. It's not 100%. Sometimes throwing is a little bit painful, but we're working through that. And this year is already more than I could have asked for. So next year, with the winter behind me and everything, hopefully I should do something worthwhile.
You see where this program is going. There's so many promising recruits that could be coming here, especially in Javelin. How exciting is that for you as a freshman in the next 3 years? Who knows? I mean, next year or the year after, this could be the best collegiate program.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I really like the idea of coming to a relatively small school and developing a program and going to the bigger schools and like LSU and sort of taking a bite out of them. I mean, I enjoy that. I like the small school feel of UNO because the community is great. I've met a lot of the recruits who are coming, and I like all of them. The program looks like it's going to be something special. Yeah.
Do you know any of these people?
I know a few. One of my friends, Jackson Curtis, who's a javelin thrower from back in England from my group, he might come. That's undecided, but I know of or have spoken to a lot of other international athletes who are coming over. So we have some very high-class athletes.
Now, you were talking about school at home. Year 9, what age is that? Like, what age would you be?
Year 9, you're about, I think, 13.
13. So it's basically, yeah. Okay, and one last question. It's kind of goofy, but do you have to get used to different measurements? Is that hard to
It's annoying.
get
I
adjusted?
don't like the inches measurement. It is annoying. Change it. Well, no, I'm used to it now. I mean, I know 230 feet is 70 meters, and I'm starting to convert. It's coming a lot easier than I thought it would. I mean, it's better. I mean, I actually prefer saying my PB is 231 feet 10 inches because it sounds.
So it's a bigger number.
Yeah, it's a bigger number. It sounds a lot better. And also lifting in the weight room, converting from pounds to kilos is annoying. But instead of saying, I don't know, my clean is 136 kilos.
Did you think of this before you came at all, or when you got here?
When I arrived, I was like,
what the hell is feet?
I was like, no. I completely forgot you do this. But a lot of the time, actually, they measure in meters because it's the international standard, so it's a lot easier. But I mean, I actually haven't competed in a competition yet with it measured in feet, which is good for me.
Okay.
And on the
how do they do it at regionals? Do they use meters?
I don't know. Yeah, everything's
okay.
So that's good. Otherwise, I'm like, how far is that tie? Converse?
Okay. Thanks a lot. I appreciate your time and
good luck to you. Thank you very much.